Hello, how are you? So my name's Bev and I am going to show you how to do cream makeup. So if you have mature skin like me, I am 65 and you get all the wrinkles and lines and age spots and stuff going on. And you might always be looking for that next best thing for your makeup. So let me show you what I use. I'm going to just pin my hair back. I'm going to actually put my makeup on and show you. So this is cream makeup. It's by Saint Beauty. I'm a Saint Beauty artist, and I'm going to show you how I use the colors in this palette. So today I've got 6 colors. I'm going to use 3 highlight colors. So highlights are things like our main color, which is our foundation, a brightening highlight color, and then I use a third one here just to add a little bit of extra brightness on my face. So contour, because we want to help get some sculpting going on the face. Right now it looks kind of flat, so we want to add a little bit of contour in there to help sculpt. And illuminator. Illuminator is going to help get you that glow back, and also a lip and cheek color. So I'm going to show you how I put these 6 colors on. So if you're joining, make sure you say hello. Let me know you're here. And don't forget to like the video and share it with your friends as well. I'm just putting a little bit of primer on under my eyes. I'm using e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. That's the only one that I use. Right now, I find that that one works the best for me. So it just helps to smooth out the eye area a little bit and helps the makeup go on a little bit better under the eyes. Because as we age, we get the wrinkles under our eyes and the bags. And for me, my skin is getting drier as I get older. So underneath here, this primer just adds a little bit more moisturizing effect to it. So I like to use the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. I use the matte one, not the gloss one. So just keep that in mind. So what I'm going to do is use a few different brushes today. I'm going to show you exactly how I put my makeup on. So make sure you say hello here. Let me know you're here. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button too. So this is called the smudge brush. All of our brushes are double-ended. They have, this one has like a flat end and then a domed rounded end. So what I do is I start with my contour. Contour is going to bring back some structure to your face, sculpt your face, if that's, another word for it. So what we're going to do is use the flat side of the brush. So I'm picking up color on one side only. Don't tap in like this directly because then you'll muddy up the whole brush. So use one side of the brush, and I'm just going to bring the contour along the side of my face. What this will do is give me some shadowing across my forehead to slim my forehead. Then I'll tap in again and I bring it along my cheekbone. Now, if you're not sure where to put it, find your cheekbone and rest your finger right at the top of your ear here. And what you're going to do is just rest it right underneath your cheekbone and then bring the contour right across the top of that. I don't go past here. So that's how I like to add the contour. So that's where I know how to place. So just tap in again and do the other side. So you're going to find that cheekbone and you're just going to bring the contour across. And you get it in the right place every single time. So I know it looks kind of high, but when you're older, things start to fall down a little bit. So what we want to do is kind of lift them up. So we're going to add a little bit of contour here, which is a little bit higher. It's right on the cheekbone actually. So I put it right on the cheekbone there, and that just helps to bring it up a little bit. So you'll see it'll give a bit of a lifted effect there. So I'm tapping in again to the contour. And what I'm going to do is just bring this along my nose, just kind of off center slightly, and on the other side, and right across the bottom here. So what that's going to do is help to slim my nose a little bit, just to want to make it look a little bit tinier. So that will help to slim. You can also, if you need to, go along the outer side here, and that will help slim it as well. If you need help with slimming using contouring, let me know. Just comment contour here or ask in the comments, and I'll be happy to send you. Kind of, it's like a diagram that shows where the placement should be, depending on the look that you're trying to achieve. So sometimes you have a really narrow face and you want to make it look a little bit wider in certain spots. So that's what you can do, is use contour to get that effect. It's really easy once you try it. So now what I'll do is I am going to tap into my brightening highlight color. So use the other side of this flat end, tap into my brightening color. I have 3 highlight colors here today. So one is my main color, as I mentioned. Um, Let me just see. I gotta put my glasses on to see here. Sue Rogers, love it so much. So nice, love the talking, love the face, love the hair. Thank you so much. Thank you. I hope you're subscribing. That would be so nice. Thank you, Sue. So what I'm going to do is add this highlight color. So I have 3 highlight colors here right now. And one is my main color, as I mentioned, and 2 are sort of brightening colors. So I like to use 2 different ones. And I use this lightest one down the center of my nose here. So it goes in that gap. You have the contour on the side, and then you have the brightening highlight color down the center there. Also like to use this around my eyes. So I bring that at the inner and outer corner of my eye. That's going to add some brightness. Notice I didn't put it here because if you're young, if you have no wrinkles, what you could do is use the brighter color under your eyes too, to add a little bit more brightness around the eye. But when you're older, what happens is you do have the wrinkles there. So we don't want to put too light a color there, because what it will do, hello there, what you don't want to do is put a super light color under your eyes, because it will just attract more light and it will bring it forward, and you're going to see all those wrinkles a little bit more than you want to. So what I do is I put the lightest color at the inner and outer corner and then down my nose. Now flip to the other side. I'm going to go into the second brightest highlight color, and I'm going to bring that down the center. And that's it. So easy. Use the same end, and I'll tap into my main color. And I'm going to tap this. This is like your foundation. So this is the color that matches your skin tone the best. It's more your natural color. And it's hard to see where I've put it because it matches my skin tone. So I'm just tapping this everywhere else. And that's it. It's really simple to apply. And then I'll use my brush to blend it out. At this point, it looks kind of weird. I know that. And what you're going to do is just blend it out. It actually is warming up to your face. So as soon as you put the cream makeup on your face, it's warming up. It makes it nice and really easy to blend. So I'll use this brush here, which is our 3D brush. And this one has a fluffy end and a tapered end. So I'm going to start tapping my makeup into place. So this is blending my makeup. So I'm just tapping it into place. And I'm tapping because I have textured skin. I'm 65. So, our skin changes. We get a little bit more texture, a little bit of larger pores on our skin. It's going to happen to you. It's going to happen if it hasn't happened already. It's just called aging. So I do have a really good skincare routine that I follow every day. So if you want to know about that, just comment skincare and I'll be happy to share it with you. But I do take really good care of my skin. But the thing is, we are aging, so it's going to happen. You are going to get lines, you're going to get age spots. It just happens. Now, there's ways to maybe take care of it through some cosmetic um, intervention, shall I say. But, you know, for those of us who prefer to just deal with it and live with it, then what you can do is, you know, you're just going to use this. You can use this makeup. It's going to make you feel really, really good about your skin because it's so hydrating. But, you know, tapping it into place like I'm doing here is actually pushing the makeup to your skin, into your skin, so that it gives you that nice, soft, satiny finish. So I'm just going over my contour here, and you can see that that just blends in really, really nicely. And then I'm going to take the tapered end here and just go over my eyes here just to blend that a little bit. Go down my nose. And then you can just bring the contour down the sides of your nose here. And that's it. It's so simple. So that's really putting on your contour. You can see the shadowing here. So it's giving me the illusion of a little bit smaller forehead. And it's also giving me some cheekbones here that have kind of, you know, fallen over the years because of aging. So that is the basic makeup. Now what I'm going to do is add my lip and cheek color. So I'm going to add that on. I just run over it with my fingertip and just add a little bit right above where the contour went. So just put it there. And then we use the same brush. We don't have to change it. And we're just tapping over the cheek color just to blend it with the contour. Really simple. This is giving a nice natural look. It's not a big glam look that I'm going for. That's not how I wear my makeup on a normal day today. So this is how I would put my makeup on normally. Now, what I want to do is just touch up on the brows though, because they're a little bit, you know, thin in some areas. So just take a thin brush like this, tap into the brush, and what we're going to do is just brush up on the brow. And this is just going to give a little bit more definition to the brow. So you don't need a whole lot of products. You can just use use the products here that I have, and it can do your whole face. And we're just going to brush up on that brow, give it a little bit more color. And that's it. It's so easy, right? Now, illuminators, so let's talk about this one. So illuminator can be used different ways. So what I can do is just bring it a little bit right above where I put my cheek color, and that's just giving a little bit of iridescence there. So we can bring it along here. I like to put a little bit on the apples of my cheek. I like to bring it right under my contour here too, and just kind of brush it up. I find it easier just to use your fingertip to apply this. Just gives a little bit more depth to that contour and helps get a little bit of shimmer there. Put it on your lips if you like. And then of course, what you can do is just bring it down the bridge of your nose here. Put it underneath your brow to add a little bit more brightness around the eye. And that just gives you a nice bright look for the spring, right? Because we just need to brighten up our look after this long cold winter, and we just want to add a little bit of shimmer. So you can see that shimmer. I've put on more than I normally do just so that you can actually see it. But I've brought it here, and then I've put a little bit on the apples of my cheek here. So this is where I use the shimmer, is the illuminators. I bring it here, put a little bit across my cheeks here, and then I bring it underneath my contour and then down my nose as well. And that's how I use the shimmer or the illuminator color. And so that's it. So I use these 6 colors to do my whole face. You could get away with 4 if you wanted to. And I used 3 different brushes today. So today I used the smudge brush to apply my makeup. I used the multitasker brush for my brows, and you can see they're all double-ended. And I use the 3D brush here for blending out my makeup. So if you are interested in cream makeup, just comment cream makeup or comment color match me, and I will be happy to reach out to you. What I'll do is I'll match your colors. I'm going to send you a reply back with all of the color choices that match your skin tone. So selfies are really important when you're sending me a color match. So make sure you pay attention to the color match instructions there. There's an example and there's some steps there to follow. So just go through that, send it in to me, and I'll be happy to match your colors. So that's it for me this weekend, and we will see you next weekend. Have a great Sunday.